I do a lot of artwork with different mediums as far as accessory design, photography, clothing design, and special effects makeup art. And I'm also doing shows locally through the alternative fashion scene in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, usually with each project that I take on, I do a kind of, I guess you could say, well-known creative process of just kind of going with the flow. I generally have like a subject or a theme or something as far as my main part that I go off of, and then after that I just kind of like gather my supplies and everything else that I have together and start creating from that. Usually throughout the creative process the main idea or focus will change, and I sometimes don't know what I'm going to be ending up with until like the last day before. Usually I write down a lot of my ideas and map it out that way and just kind of like go off of what supplies I have to make it work. Especially if it's with design, I usually gather up all my materials and different textures and things that I want to incorporate in it and put them together before I actually know exactly what I'm gonna do. With photography, I generally have an idea or some type of vision that's already come to me that I'm like, oh my God, that's a flash of what I'm gonna do. And then I kind of build off of that main focus or that main idea or vision that I had. Usually with photography, I almost all the time get the image that I originally had, like that flash or that creative spark that kind of inspired everything. I usually get that image out of it. And then with accessories and with clothing, it kind of like develops throughout the time that I'm making it and sewing. And as different things change in the industry with design and creation, you kind of have to go with the flow to be able to get the maximized best effort out of the whole thing instead of, oh my God, it didn't come out the way that I wanted it to. I feel what makes me original is that a lot of the artwork and the stuff that I create is usually something that I feel that I have a personal attachment to, so I kind of make it for myself and not really for other people. A lot of the stuff that I end up making as far as design-wise is all stuff that I personally would want to wear and have like that different type of flair or that different bit of my personality into it. And then I kind of go from there and make sure that like everything that I make is something that I would wear out anywhere or that I would wear just to like represent myself. With photography, I feel like what makes me different is that I kind of tend to view my photography more on like a cinematography level, where I get a lot of inspiration from movies and still frames that I see throughout the different films and videos that I tend to watch. So a lot of what I do with photography is more to make it along the lines of where that could be like a great still frame from like an independent film or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much where I feel like the uniqueness is. It has to deal a lot with me as a person, and then I put my personality into everything that I've been doing.